Hello and welcome. I am the Restless Kaiser.
I'm Johnny B. Together we are
Modelling for Advantage.
So here's an interesting one for you.
Always interesting, John.
Michael kind of went into a shop and he bought a thing.
Went into a shop, the new Warhammer shop.
Branded shop, which is a hammer and a weird thing. And he bought this, which is...
The Servants of the Abyss.
Which is wonderful.
It looks good.
Why did you buy this, Michael?
Well, I was taking a group of kids from the school I work in to a Games Workshop's funded and sponsored event.
Okay.
And while I was in the shop, I felt I really should buy something here.
You bought this?
Because they've laid on a day for they gave the kids some models, they got to muck around with a contrast pen. Yeah. There's a lot you can complain about Warhammer at Games Workshop, certainly in terms of its price point for kids. But they do actually have a really good program for schools. They give free models, give them some painting lessons.
Just to lure them in, like a dealer.
Yeah, of course. It's like the first one is free, do you know what I mean? Literally the first Space Marine is free.
That's it.
That is how it works.
Just to lure you in.
But I'm in there, the kids had a great time. And I got to muck around with the new contrast paints, discovered they're like ordinary paints but harder to use. That was my experience of them.
Okay.
But that was just half an hour.
Like normal paints, but runnier.
Yeah, mate. I want into it.
Okay.
I know how to paint in the way I can paint to a reasonable standard. But we do like a bit of kill team.
Yes, we do play some kill team.
We do like a bit of variety. And I did not buy Blackstone Fortress. My resolution for this year was to be less of a dickhead when it comes to Games Workshop new releases. So when Blackstone Fortress came out and I saw all the gorgeous models in there.
There were some lovely models in there.
They're still in there, John.
I know they're still in there and that's where they're going to stay. However, they've made your life slightly easier.
I didn't buy it and I wanted them because you bought me the two halflings.
Yeah.
For my birthday.
Yeah.
You got them off eBay, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought myself a set and that's when we figured out the whole
they fit together, mate.
Fit it right through to get
right through.
Anyways, go on.
So I'm always looking for things, to like change up the kill team, but I've also, I'm not buying every new big box that comes out of Games Workshop. Sisters of Battle, Aeronautica Imperialis.
Yeah, you managed to...
What was the Gorka Morka thing called?
Speed Freaks.
Speed Freaks. This time last year, I bought all of those boxes. Like, whoa, new thing. John, let's talk about the new thing.
Yeah, man.
So I didn't with Blackstone Fortress. But then they brought out a PDF, downloadable on the website. You can use these guys in Kill Team.
Which is good. Well, all of them.
Yeah, and the fact that these guys, and the fact that these guys are a one-time kill team. There isn't an army for these guys. Every pose that's available is in this box. If I got any more of these, it'd be the duplicate poses.
There's no
not interested in doing that. So this is the idea of buying this, and it's a kill team ready to go, and it's different because it's kind of a mixture.
Okay. So how many miniatures do you get in the box?
How many miniatures do you get in the box? I think this is one half of what you get in Blackstone Fortress.
This is like the main bad
guys from Blackstone Fortress. So you got 17 miniatures. Look, it even tells us there, John. Look. It contains 2 Chaos Beastmen, a Chaos Space Marine, a Rogue Psyker. Now that is what I want. 2 Urgles, 2 Negabolt Cultists, 2 Spindle Drones, and 7
So yeah, this is half of the bad guys, right?
It's half of the bad guys. Yeah, And given the fact that there's, let's open the box and see. It feels like there's just one big sprue in here, so it's probably exactly half of the bad guys. If that makes sense. You don't get the big bad guy with the big mallet.
What's his name? Doesn't matter, but
you don't get the leader. He probably comes on his own commander sprue, so they can sell you that later for 20 quid. Knowing me, over the next 5 years, I will buy the contents of Blackstone Fortress.
Buy another one.
Incrementally pay twice as much and never have the game.
Right, sounds...
But Blackstone Fortress, do you not know a lot of people that bought that game and have never played it?
Really?
And have got a mountain of crap added to their...
I nearly went into it.
Yeah.
And the miniatures alone almost had me...
Well, where board games are concerned, monopose miniatures that are nicely sculpted like this. So what do we get inside? We get a bit of paper. These are the instructions. They're the kind of instructions that you normally see with this stuff. So you got you put the blue bit on, that's the new bit. There's some options. There's optional heads. There's different ways of suspending the dude. We'll get you some stills so you can have a look at these.
Yep.
You get all your bases.
Got your bases.
Not so good for me, but if it's a unique kill team, it's not the same sort of
Really
problem.
not so good for me.
Slaughter bases, because I tend to use sculpted bases.
Any of these standing on flipping rocks? No.
Almost certainly,
No.
mate. It's not a proper new GW miniature if it isn't standing on a rock.
They've all got their feet firmly on the ground.
No way.
Yep. So that's going to help when it comes to you rebasing them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can just cut and clean
if
off.
I wanted any, I could just.
If you wanted any.
Do that.
So this, I mean, I think this was 20 quid. It may have been 25. It wasn't expensive.
That's a character model.
Yeah, but I mean, it is one sprue. You can see on the back, you get a nice bit of variety. But I looked at this as a potential kill team. So you've got a wizard in here.
That mixes it right up.
You've got your traitor guardsmen, so you've got your cheap idiots.
Beastmen, mate.
You get Chaos Beastmen, so you've got some cheap melee troops there. These Negavolt cultists are also part of that. These are...
They look nutters.
Yeah, I think they're a bit like grotesque. You know, they're all kind of chemmed up and controlled, I think. They look cool. Yeah, it's a nice mix.
What about these?
The spindle drones. Well, they're just on the sprue, I think. I don't think there's no stats in this PDF for them. And neither for the Urgles, but I think the Urgle stats might be somewhere else. Like in the ordinary book or in Elites or something. They're part of the Drukhari.
So they might be able to be used.
These are
but
just
still,
nice
it's on the sprue, so they can't really...
No, exactly.
Just clip them off and sell them separately.
Sell them separately, yeah.
That's not how they work.
So the spindle drones, you're going to make some kind of ad-make rubbish out of it.
Well, my intention will be, but you know that they're just going to live in the box.
So that's what they're for. So your traitor guardsman coming in at 5 points. Your space marine, you can only take a regular chaos space marine, not a sergeant, not with a weapon or anything. But I was already thinking about Chaos Space Marines, about the Purge or something. So this is a chance to get one model and mess around because it's in the new style. You know, I didn't want to buy those 3 monopores like
start. Bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, they're bigger, hairier, that kind of stuff. So I might try different paint scheme. But a Space Marine is like a leadership buff for the rest of the squad. Because it's Space Marine.
Only just.
Space Marine just. Allows them re-roll. So,
cool, this plastic.
Look at this plastic.
I'm loving these guardsmen. They're like Cadians, but not.
Oh, I wasn't sure about in the story of Blackstone Fortress. They look a lot like Cadians. And given where the Blackstone Fortress is supposed to be in the fall of Cadia and all that, are they supposed to be fallen Cadians?
Well, possibly.
Because they got lasguns, not also
slightly different though. There's a few
bit chaos
elements to them which make them slightly different. But everybody uses the Cadian uniform anyways, don't they? So it doesn't matter. It's just different colours. Yeah. So they're nice.
But they've got the tunics, haven't they? And the same boots and what is it? Puttees? The wrap around the top of your boots there.
So you got those. They're nice. Beastmen, a couple of beastmen. They look pretty gnarly, mate.
So
one's got a chopper. One's got a chainsword.
I mean, these, if I was to say what these look like, they fit together, like what they are very reminiscent of those sort of 5-6 quid push fit Cadians and push fit Space Marines. Right. It's like one part shoves into another.
Okay.
You know, you see most of them are pegged, they're in 2 or 3 parts. Yeah. They're very... So the kit bashing options...
Not a lot of options there.
There's a lot of green stuff involved.
It looks as if you can swivel the beastmen on their hips.
Yes, I think there is a little bit of variety with the beastmen.
But that's it. The rest of them, the guardsmen seem to be just a plug on the weapon on the front or front of the torso.
Yeah.
I mean, where are the Urgles on that? Oh, there they are.
They're nearly complete.
They're literally just slap a head.
The Urgles stick a head on. There's the other one. They actually look identical. The legs might be different. But the Chaos Wizard, he looks really cool because he's kind of levitating but chained to the ground.
Floating. And he's attached to those chains with a weight. There's definitely a weight there.
Is that stopping floating off or from getting away?
It's because he's got a giant bulbous balloon head, mate.
Balloon heads.
Have you seen that?
I'm going to see what it's like on the sprue. Whoa, that head is swole, man.
Crazy tentacle coming up.
Mate, you got to get still of this. That is the world's bloatiest head. It looks like somebody's got 3 balloons inflating separately in there.
Negavolt cultists. I mean, they're alright, but I'm not sure about the aesthetics of the
what they're blah, 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 blah. No, you don't like the tentacle heads.
Tentacle nodes things.
Yeah.
Plugging in.
I'm always concerned about the fragility of those. Mate, Chaos Beastmen.
That's old school.
That's proper old school. I want that in my life.
Yeah.
Chaos Beastmen with chainswords and pistols.
Chaos Beastmen in the Astrum of the Time, full stop.
And I don't know what the story is, But looking at these Chaos Beastmen in this, I can't help but feel if they weren't blue, Zangors look a lot like Beastmen.
Zangors are a Beastman.
Oh, they are a Beastman.
They are a Beastman version. They're
right.
just Zinch affiliate.
They're just blue Beastmen.
These are generic, yeah.
Right.
These are generic.
I learned something today.
Yeah, Zangors are.
Right. Zangors are Beastmen.
Yeah, but Zinch tainted.
Zinch tainted, so they got a bit cacaw.
Like Celestia ones would have a booby.
Or an extra.
What?
Woo!
Leather and stuff. And Khorne would have just like skulls and things.
Skulls.
But
so we're going to take these away.
Sorry, I was just going to say for 20, 25 quid, you get a fair amount of plastic there.
Yeah.
Nice amount of variety, some good quality stuff on there. But it's time for you to take these away, Michael.
Get them built up. We'll have a bit of a chat about the model. I might even let you have the spindle drones if you behave yourself. But I think, yeah, it's an interesting looking kill team.
Go on,
I think it's got a wizard in it.
It does.
For different units.
And he's not a commander.
And he's not a commander. So no. There are stats for having the big. If you've got Blackstone Fortress with this PDF, there are stats to play that commander. But from what I hear of commanders, and I've not played it, it's not a great format of the game. I want to do
a push to elites, maybe, just to mix it up a bit. Anyways, Michael, transition us. Do it.
So we're back.
Magic.
Look at that. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Are you wearing the same hoodie? I can't even remember.
I can't remember.
How long ago was this? A couple of weeks. So, we built the models. I say we. Obviously, if John was doing it, we'd all be dead by now. Waiting for him to finish from old age, just withering skeletons. Got them built up. Got the stats on the old tablet there. What do you reckon, John?
I reckon they're all right.
You reckon they're all right?
I reckon they are all right.
Do you want to take some stills on the old Chinese spile phone?
I can do.
And we will show the beautiful people at home each of these models.
All right.
Yeah?
Shall we go through what we've got built? And, I mean, obviously, your intention, as we said earlier, was for them to be used in kill teams. So
this is definitely going to be a kill team, yeah.
It's a perfect box set for it.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Have you got stats and stuff?
I got. Yeah. There's a PDF on the what's it, so I've got it there.
On the Doofanet.
On the Doofanet. So should we start with?
What's on the top of the list?
At the top of the list is Obsidious Malix,
which we haven't got.
He doesn't come in this box, and he's a commander.
Yeah.
We talked about kill team commanders. As
elites, maybe.
Elites, maybe. So next one down, Traitor Guardsman.
That's these 7 wonderful fellows at the front.
Traitor Guardsman. There's 3 options, each of which are 5 points. There is the Traitor Guardsman, there is the Guardsman Gunner, and then there is the Guardsman Sergeant, I believe. Yeah, Traitor Sergeant, all 5 points.
Wow.
Now, so these are basically Imperial Guard stat line, shoot and fight on 4, strength 3, toughness 3, leadership 6 with a 5-up save.
Is that 1 less?
No, I think Guard are the same, 7 on the Sergeant. Yeah, 2 attacks on the Sergeant, just like that. But their equipment options slightly different.
What can you have?
What can you have? Well, the standard model is lasgun frag grenades, so that is the same. Then he's identical to a guardsman.
All right.
But a Traitor Guardsman Gunner may replace his lasgun with a flamer, or interestingly, take crack grenades.
Really?
Because one of these guys is a grenadier.
Sweet.
So this particular guy here, and hopefully John will show you they're still there.
I'll take an individual, shall I have that one?
Yeah, he's got crack grenades, mate. So, and then the Sergeant is armed with las pistol, chainsword, and crack grenades. Also, Traitor Guardsmen may replace their auto pistol with a brutal assault weapon, or las pistol and brutal assault weapon.
So that's these ragged machetes and iron pikes.
So you can up them all to 2 attacks with a pistol.
Man, I like these. They got some real character to them.
They have, haven't they? I mean, we mentioned before that they look a lot like Cadians. They may be like
slightly different though. I like it. It's a slightly different outfit.
Yeah, it's not just Chaos Stop Cadian model. On the downside, you'd find it hard to kit bash your Cadian models to look precisely like these.
I don't think you might be able to.
It looks similar, but definitely not the same.
No, but still, I like it.
Yeah,
I hope this dude does not get shot, this grenadier, because, mate, he's going up.
Well, on a 5-point model, mate, a crack grenade can kill most things. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Right, what's next in the list? There's
next in there, mate, what I wanted out of this box.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos Beast, man.
Man, a lot of old Hamburers got fizzy with the release of this.
Yeah, Chaos Beastman. So your Chaos Beastman is a 6-inch move, but he fights on 3s, still shoots on 4s, strength 4, toughness 4, 5-up save. So there's like a hairy guardsman, which is what it probably should be. Armed with either las pistol, auto pistol, and chainsaw or brutal assault weapon, and frag grenades. So he's a toughness 4 and strength 4 guardsman.
Aye.
But you know, with that brutal assault weapon or chainsaw, he can take 2 attacks. Now in the kit, there was more than one head, and the legs and the bodies were interchangeable. So you could potentially make like 4 combinations of this Beastman.
Well, that's good.
And they all look very similar, but they wouldn't look exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay, well that's good. Because am I correct in thinking that you get essentially a second set of this if you were to buy, say, Blackstone Fortress?
In Blackstone Fortress, you get exactly double. You get 2 of these sprues.
So at least these 4 dudes will look different.
One sprue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I like them.
Yeah. Next up, the Negavolt Cultists.
These are these crazy snake-headed weirdos.
The tabletop ready painter in me is not looking forward to these. A lot of flesh. Probably needs to look a bit pale and green.
There's a lot of flesh.
And a lot of cables.
But interspersed with little sockets.
Yeah, and
in their
cords.
flesh.
A lot of detail work. That's not just a wash and dry brush job, that is it?
At least you get to do your little plasma
shenanigans, yeah.
That.
So the Negavolt Cultist then is armed with electro goads.
A goad you.
Yeah. I didn't say whether the Beastmen did have a special rule.
Which is
Savage Charge, +1 strength and attack, and around which it charges. So it's like got the Zealot.
They're all Zealots
built
standard.
in.
Wow.
And they could be Zealots.
Wow. So that's interesting. How does that work? Will it literally stack? So you get +2
so
attacks,
it becomes
+2
strength and 3 attacks, yeah. 4 with a chainsaw. So it could be quite a dangerous little model. So the Negavolt Cultists, all of these guys have got Servants of the Abyss, by the way.
Right.
Which allows them to re-roll nerve tests if they're within 6 inches of Chaos Space Marine. Specifically, Heretic Astartes. Yeah, that's Chaos Space Marine though, right?
That's the same.
So the Negavolt Cultist, again, he fights on 3s. Strength 3, toughness 3, so that's a little bit grim, but it's got 3 attack space. He's got fanatical devotion, so he has a 5-up feel no pain.
Okay.
Which is nice. Although as a Death Guard player, the multiple damage weapons means that often doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
In units, it makes a big difference, and in 40k. And the Voltergeist field, not the Poltergeist field, man, the Voltergeist field, he is a 5-up invuln, and after he's charged, a model within 1 inch, you roll the dice, and on a 6 gives a mortal wound. So he's got this like field around him, and on the charge, roll the dice, and on a 6 he causes a mortal wound, which will kill most models in Kill Team.
Mate, I spend CP to spit on you to do that.
Exactly. And his weapon, the Electro Guards, still only 1 damage though, which is a bit of a limitation. But it is +2 strength, so he's wounding most things in the game on 3s.
3s, yeah.
Yeah. And on a 6...
No AP.
No AP. On a 6, it scores 3 hits. He's got 3 attacks as well.
So 3 attacks, 6s to hit, turn into 3.
Yeah.
That is potentially
not 3 more rolls.
It just turns into...
Yeah, exactly. And he can be a combat specialist or a zealot as well. And a 5-up invuln, you know.
If you get him in there,
get him in
a bit fragile to get him in there, but if you do get him in,
and unfortunately, although they are different, they are very, very similar.
Yeah,
posed.
They're walking. Their lead legs are different, but other than that, they look like mirrored.
Yeah, almost mirrored. Yeah, the faces are different a little bit. Then coming on to my favourite model.
This is the best one.
This is the
because
best.
He's got a massive bum head.
This guy, I'm not sure that there was a different head option, but there was a slightly different staff and a slightly different, like he's levitating, you could have the chains in a slightly different arrangement.
Right.
That was another one of these models where you pushed bits through from each end and they sandwiched the body. But he's got a proper swollen head.
And legs like me.
And legs like skinny little legs like yours, yeah. He reminds me, by the way, for Star Trek fans out there, that big swollen head of the aliens in the very first Star Trek episode, in the cage.
When you say the first episode ever?
First ever, the pilot episode, yeah. Which was reused in another episode called The Menagerie later. and done in Technicolor. People painted the black and white. Mate, colour TV back in the day was people painting cellular.
Painting.
Quality. But this guy, big bulging head, and he is a rogue psyker.
He's in pain, mate.
It's a 20-point model.
Right, what do you get for that?
But then you get to participate in the psychic phase. Woo! Pretty strong in Kill Team. So he's got a 6-inch move, and he fights on 4s. He's got a las pistol and a chaos staff.
Woot.
But he's got 4 wounds.
What?
4 wounds, 2 attacks, leadership 8, and a 5-up save.
Surely he's a commander, dude.
No,
Something.
he can be a leader. He can be comms. He can be veteran or zealot.
What?
But he has unrestrained power, reroll 1s when making a psychic test. However, if he does suffer perils of the warp on any double, so he's quite volatile.
Yes, any double.
Any double. Let me read that again. This model suffers from perils of the warp on any psychic test roll of a double, not just a double 1 or a double 6. Yeah, mate, so that guy's head is ready to pop.
It looks like it too.
So maybe that's why he needs 4 wounds.
Mate, yeah, because he's just going to explode himself.
There's a chance of getting double on 2d6, about 1 in 6, I think.
Wow. I like rolling double 1s a lot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he's got the 7 so Abyss roll, so I can reroll nerve test. So although he seems powerful, those 4 wounds, against first turn probably is, but he's going to perils.
Yeah.
But he's going to allow you to manifest the psychic power, and he's going to allow you to deny a psychic power. He only knows that Psybolt. Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Psybolt,
just the
the
one
smite attack. Yeah.
But still, that's an extra step you're adding to the game. And it's a mortal wound.
Yeah.
So what's the last bit on the list there?
Last bit on the list is the Black Legionnaire. He is our Chaos Space Marine, or Heretic Astartes. So he's not a sergeant. He's a regular Chaos Space Marine. He's got Death to the False Emperor, which you've seen in various other sets. And he's got transhuman physiology, because he's a Space Marine. He is armed with a bolt gun, bolt pistol, frag and crack grenades. He can take the leader combat, sniper, veteran or zealot role.
So pretty unremarkable, but he's buffing everything else.
Yeah, the one thing he does bring to that list is he allows everybody else to reroll nerve tests, which on a high model count low leadership thing is not bad. Yeah, I think this list would have been very powerful if you were able to take a full range of Chaos Space Marines, because these are quite powerful auxiliaries.
Yeah, very much.
And so's the Wizard.
Yeah.
So, just looking at the points cost then, so just to say, all the weapon options seem to be free. They're all factored into the cost. The Legionnaire is 12 points, which I think is the same as the Chaos Space Marine. The Beastmen are 7.
Right.
But for
that's
toughness 4 model,
toughness 4 with that
with 2
zealot
base attacks and that zealot-like ability, definitely, a fair few of these I think will be quite strong.
That's worth 7 points.
Yeah. The Rogue Psyker is only 20 points. Might need another box of these.
I think you do.
And then the Guardsman options were all 5. Look, I think that this is an interesting kill team. This is what I wanted out of kill team as well. I wanted flavoursome.
Yeah, characterful models.
Yeah, that provided, that really did different things.
Yes, yeah.
So the really Beastmen auxiliaries are a lot like tough Guardsmen.
Yep.
But they only do the fighty bit.
Yeah.
So I think each of these model types performs a very different role.
Which is good.
I think that's very good, yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that it's turned into a kill team showcase more than anything else of an unboxing, but I think it's worth it.
It's worth people knowing this is what you get, because I think that this box makes for it. Because you could have got that like 18, 90 quid Rogue Trader box set to get a similar experience.
Yeah.
But those models were very different, I feel.
This is good though. Good quality, good quality box set.
Good quality box set.
Kill Team's a good game to use them in, or you can just add them to your Chaos Force.
I'm hoping to see a whole lot more Chaos Beastmen, so I can get
hopefully soon. Just as an optional extra, you can model these without flash lines and them off.
Yeah, I did rather quickly put these together. But when I do them, they get done.
Yes.
So, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share or subscribe this video, and if you are buying new games or new miniatures, please consider following our affiliate link to Wayland Games. It gives us a little bit of kickback and helps fund other projects for the channel. Thank you for watching.